Like, I got so many of those from every
Like this. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once.
Hi guys, it's been a while since I recorded a YouTube video, so bear with me. So this story time is self-explanatory. It's about how I found out that I was pregnant. In this video, just talking about how I found out, obviously, the reactions and how I felt, my symptoms, and how is it going so far. So I did posted a little Q&A thing or whatever, and I'm like, what should I do for a comeback YouTube video? And this was basically what was given to me. So I'm like, why not? You know, why not do this? So I found out that I was pregnant December 4th. It just basically started out, it was normal because my boyfriend had picked me up from work. I worked at Amazon. My boyfriend had picked me up from work. We went to breakfast, and then like after that, like during breakfast, I was complaining of chest pains. So with that, it kept getting worse. So I asked him to take me to the hospital, and he was there. He went with me to the hospital. We stayed, well, he stayed, and we were just waiting. So after registration, they had told me to pee in a cup. I did, and you know, just waiting. Before I had went to the x-ray room, he was like, you just gotta wait for a minute because they want to do something, check something, whatever. So as I'm like just sitting there, whatever, I just look around, and like next to the registration computer was a bedside ultrasound, and I could tell because of the screen and how like it wasn't like keyboards or whatever, it was like buttons and stuff, and then the wand, and then the thing that they put on the wand to do the ultrasound, and that was on there, that was there. So I'm like, I bet you, like I had a feeling. So like before I went to the hospital, I had a feeling that I was, but I wasn't too sure, so I didn't really say, like, you know, I was like, maybe my period's just late, whatever, blah blah blah. After that, I went to do my x-ray. When I came back, and the doctor came in, as he comes in, he's like pulling the bedside ultrasound in the room, and I was just like, I looked at my boyfriend, I'm like, I didn't say it out loud, I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I could see that. So the doctor told me that I was pregnant, and then he started to do my ultrasound. I was like, I caught this pregnancy early, like very, very early. So I was like around like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It was like very early. I think it was like 4 weeks and some days. The reaction, I couldn't really explain the reaction I had. It was just like, cause me, I'm just more of a it is what it is type of person. But it wasn't like that. Like my reaction wasn't like that when I found out. I was just like shocked. I wasn't shocked, but it's kind of hard to explain. He was just smiling. That was like how we found out and whatever. A couple of days later, a week later, I had told my mom. The way I told my mom was when we was on our way to Target to get stuff for my baby brother. My mom was actually pregnant, like getting ready to go into labor type pregnant. Like she was literally about to give birth. I had told her, I was like, Mom, I gotta tell you something. And like from that line of words, the choice of words that I used, I feel like she was like, I already know what you want to say, just say it. And I'm just like, I'm pregnant. She was like, it wasn't more of a disappointment. It wasn't disappointing or whatever. She was like, you're an adult, you got a job, your responsibility, do what you gotta do. The same thing with his mom. So like later on, like mid December, he finally told his mother, because he was nervous about telling his mother. I didn't want nobody to know, you know, because I wanted to make sure everything was okay. You know, it's a valuable pregnancy. So I didn't want anybody to really know. But once I found out it was okay and everything, he told his mother. I was like, at least tell your mother so she can be aware of it. So that's what happened. And then my baby brother was born December 23rd. The day he was born on the 22nd. So like December 23rd, I went to go visit my mother, who just gave birth to my baby brother, to visit her. So I wanted to tell my grandmother. I was gonna break the news to my grandmother that day, which I did. I ended up doing. But my mother, she kind of hinted out to start out the conversation, because I didn't know how to start it out. I couldn't just blurt out, I'm pregnant, like, grandma, I'm pregnant. So that was kind of like weird to blurt out. So she hinted it. She was like, she told my grandma, she asked my grandma, who do you think is next? And my grandma was like, what do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Who do you think is next with the baby? And it was like a moment of silence. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on? My grandmother looked at me and she was like, do you got something to tell me? I'm like, I just smiled. Like, I awkwardly, nervously smiled. And then I was like, I'm pregnant? You know, I'm pregnant. And then she was like, my grandma being my grandmother, oh, I knew it, da-da-da-da, I could tell you were glowing, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, did you really know? Did you really know? Or you just saying that? The day of Christmas, I spent Christmas with my boyfriend's family. Well, the rest of his family, his mom, his brother, his sister, his dad. So I spent Christmas with them, and we told his mother, well, we told the rest of his family, because his mother already knew. His dad, his sister, and brother did not know yet, but we ended up telling them on Christmas. And it wasn't a bad reaction. Like, none of the reactions I got was bad when I announced my pregnancy. You know, it was just, oh, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do now, blah, 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 all that. But yeah, that's basically how it went. It's just like, oh, you know what you gotta do, your responsibility, figure it out. How the rest of my family found out, was a post that I posted on my Instagram. It was a post that I posted on my Instagram. I think it was like February. I think it was on Valentine's Day I posted, but it was with me and my boyfriend, and we was like spending Valentine's Day together, like the weekend of Valentine's Day. We were spending it together. So we was going golfing, mini golf, and I had posted a picture before we had went out. You know, I was posting like videos, pictures, just posting my outfit. And, you know, I just did it not as subliminally telling people that I'm pregnant. It was just more of a instinct, me just putting my hand on my stomach, whatever, just doing the videos, whatever, trying to be cute. And you don't know how many DMs I got. So many, are you pregnant? 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 You're pregnant? Are you pregnant? Do you got something to tell me? Are you like, I got so many of those from everybody that was like my cousins and my aunt. My dad, my cousin showed my dad, and my dad texted me asking. It was like so much, and it's just like, oh my gosh, maybe I should. Like, I did not realize it was that noticeable, because I wasn't, to my eyes, I wasn't showing. I was just like, but to them, they could really see the bump, and I'm just like, there's no bump there, yo. Though, like, it's no bump there, but I guess they could tell whoever said. But yeah, February 19th was the day I heard my baby's heartbeat for the first time. Was I excited? Yes. But I was like very excited. I was like happy. Like, when I first heard his heartbeat, I'm gonna just insert the clip. know, it's like a feeling that I had got. I was like, ooh, that my baby. I was still I was like still in shock. I forgot to mention it, but like right after I found out I was pregnant from the hospital, I went home and I took a pregnancy test, a home pregnancy. I was like, I don't believe it. So I took a pregnancy test. Like, there's a baby in me. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh. He was happy. He was like smiling and everything. He was all cheesy. So basically, the energy was like energy in the room was like a good energy. Like, it was a nice, good excitement. You know, it was like a good energy in the room. So my first ultrasound was March 18th. It was the first time I actually seen my baby. Like, usually people get their ultrasound pictures from like a month after they find out or whatever. I had to wait till March 18th to find out. I found out in December, so December, January, February. I had to wait basically 3 months to see my baby, to get an ultrasound. The doctor was weird. I saw my baby for the first time. He was moving and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this is really happening. I was just so excited, you know. With the symptoms, I didn't have like, some people will have like severe symptoms while they're pregnant. I didn't have like severe symptoms. So the only symptoms that I really had was tender boobs, peeing frequently. Not frequently, but that would be like something wrong. But like, you know, more than usual. Tired. What else? Nausea. I had it when I ate something. Like, I would eat something that I usually always eat, but then I would end up probably throwing it up if my stomach wasn't complying with it. So, for example, I was at work and I was eating my normal lunch, chicken nuggets and fries from the food truck outside, and I usually always get that. Like, I will always get that from the time I started working there to then. I was like always getting it, and then I was getting ready to go back, but then I was like, I felt a wave of nausea, and I rushed to the bathroom and I threw it up. Like, I threw it all up, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what can I eat? So from when that happened, me and my boyfriend would get like small amounts of stuff to see if I can eat it, because sometimes my body wouldn't agree to certain stuff. Like, I couldn't eat chicken for a while because it would make my stomach hurt. Like, certain stuff I wasn't able to keep down that I usually would, but it started subside. It was starting to go away. So yeah, that's like basically the only symptoms that I really had. But how I found out the gender. So I'm having a baby boy, and I found out by mistake because we was planning to have a gender reveal, but I have an app where I get all my results. So all I see, like, when I get a notification, all I see is new test results. That was it. It was nothing what it was about or nothing. Just a new test results. I will click it and it shows whatever result came in. So that's what happened one night. So I had got a notification and I was waiting for a result to make sure everything was okay with the baby. Like, went out fine, normal. So everything was fine with the baby, but when I had clicked it in bold letters, like at the top of the page, like, it was my name, my date of birth, and then underneath it was like in bold letters. Bold letters, gender, male. And I'm just like, I internally screamed because I'm like, no way, I accidentally found out the gender. I was mad because I really wanted a gender reveal. I was like, I wanted to scream so bad. I was so mad. And I had told my boyfriend, I was like, I accidentally saw the gender. And he was like, what do you mean? And like, I saw the gender by accident. And it's crazy because I didn't want them to send the results over to the app. I actually like did not want to see the results. But it was like, if you have the app, it's gonna pop up, whatever. And I'm just like, but here's the thing, the app will tell you, you know, your upcoming appointments, you know, any messages that you need and everything. So on the app is basically everything you would need. So I'm like, dang, bro, I really saw the gender. So I was kind of disappointed, but also happy because I've always said for my first kid, I want a boy. But yeah, so that's how that went. How the pregnancy going? So as of right now, I am 27 weeks and 4 days. I'm pretty excited, you know. I'm due August 5th. So I'm just like very excited. Can't wait, you know. I'm having a lot of thoughts. I'm like, what would it be like? And stuff like that. I'm actually looking forward to step a foot in motherhood, you know. To step into motherhood. Like, I'm very excited. I know the challenges that I'm going to face. Like, you can't escape it. But I'm very confident. You know, I'm very, very much confident in doing this. Like, I'm very confident in myself. It's going to be hard. So, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be cupcakes and rainbows. There's going to be times I'm overwhelmed. There's times I'm going to be frustrated. There's times I'm just going to want to cry. No, and I'm just like, I'm expecting it. But I feel like as though when you step into motherhood, I feel like it's basically you're changing. Very much excited, you know, for the journey ahead. I'm looking forward to first crawl, first smile, first laugh, just first of everything. I want to show you the bump. This is the conclusion. Like, this is the end of the video. Oh, you guys enjoy this story time, my very first story time. I'm looking forward to doing more videos and, you know, sharing my experience, sharing my journey. I will be posting a lot about my journey of this pregnancy on Instagram, so you guys can go check out my Instagram and just tag along the journey with me. Stay tuned because I have other videos that I want to do that I want you guys to be a part of. So yes, can't wait. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video. Comment any new ideas. Like I said, I'm open to any suggestions that you guys have for a brand new video. Thank you for watching, guys. I see you in the next video. Bye.
Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. The basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother.